Chapter 4 The Hall of Destiny. The final day of the convention, everyone had gathered to hear this special story, written by Danny Stipowicz specifically for this anniversary. They had been listening in silence for some time, enraptured that this tale was about a minor character who hadn't often appeared. The occasional pain for the heroes over the years, but yet here, was being seen in an entirely new light, with new shades to his personality emerging over the course of this adventure. And now, with the threat dealt with thanks to his ingenuity, bravery, martial skill, and valor, the hallmarks of the finest Katanatron warrior, there was time to speak with Hiro and Yoko themselves. Being a Vigiltron was never what I set out to be. I wanted to be like all of you, to head out into the galaxy in the name of honor and justice, and bring peace to those who have known only terror and suffering. In my dreams, I've struck down 1,000 mechabots who served tyrants, drove off hordes of Ronin when they saw me draw my blade. I know sometimes I allowed my envy to color my judgment. To remain here in Donny Matrix while out there lay glory, I was arrogant. An arrogance born of pride unfulfilled, that convinced me only jealousy of my skill kept me here, and blinded me to the jealousy that coiled around my own heart like a dragon larva. I can only plead your forgiveness for surrendering to that weakness. Hiro nodded, and Yoko struck her chest in the Katanatron salute. There is nothing to forgive, old friend, Yoko said. You have served Donny Matrix well, with a skill that would be worthy of inclusion in my unit. I agree, Hiro said. You have served the BushidoBots as faithfully as any ever has. And perhaps it is time that you join us. I can't think of anyone more worthy of such a reward. Hyoho shook his head. Honor though that would be, Commander, I know that this is where I belong. Who knows the streets of Donny Matrix better than I? Who knows every last decihex of the alleys, the routines of every shopkeeper in the market district, the timing of the tower discharges better than any chronometer ever built? This city-state, Commander, is my charge. And if a single cyberrat sticks its nose within these walls, I will smell it. If a Ronin seeks to infiltrate us, I will be on him before his shadow touches a single complex. If an army of mechabots tries to invade, I will reduce them to pieces you couldn't use for spare parts. Kyoho turned and looked toward the green flames that emerged from the points of the Tower of Valor. I want every citizen to know that the Vigiltron stands between them and evil, so that they never fear the darkness, never sleep restlessly, never worry that their home could be anything but a safe haven. You bring hope and peace out there. It is my privilege to ensure that it remains here. Yoko dropped her heavy hand on Kyoho's shoulder. He could feel the warrior's strength even through his armor, but when he looked, the hardened warrior allowed a little crack in her own personal armor to be visible, so he could sense her approval. Keep that tower lit, my friend, and you will give my warriors the strength to liberate 1,000 worlds. Kyoho nodded his appreciation to her. Perhaps one day the time will come when I have to leave this place, when I'm called to other challenges and my spirit tells me I must answer. But here, now, it tells me that this is where I belong, and that for now, glory will be found on the face of every citizen who does not live in fear of a world without BushidoBots. And Kyoho pulled his sword and held it high. Forever vigilant! The crowd repeated the cry, and to much applause.